Patents to All webinar series for the next 6 days. And what is the view and what is the due course and what we are gonna do for this next 6 days or 6 hours in a row. It's very simple that a walkthrough about all the 6 days, and we need to understand one thing, that how a simple idea can convert into a patent, next stage as a product, as well as the final stage we are all running for bread and butter, right? That is how a simple idea can reach the final destination, maybe in the form of a patent or in the form of a product or in the form of the economical viability, or how it gonna bring the economic stability to our own invention. This is our simple walkthrough idea behind this webinar. It's as simple as that. We all for sure having some idea with us. There is a small gap, I can say in this way. There is a bridge is required to reach the destination, because as we all know, in day-to-day life we are working with n number of ideas, or I put it in this way, we have thinking in different manner to obtain the final destination. But most of our ideas are laid down in the theoretical format, or I put it in this way, that might be a small identity in the form of a paper or a database, or might be one or two papers which generally lies down on our desk. Mostly I could find a few doctorates in this. Mostly they are very clear, they might be knowing it very clearly that most of them, even except very few, most of the thesis wouldn't have studied by anyone. As simple as that. Even there is always a small joke in this regard. Only 3% would have read your thesis. One might be yourself, followed by your wife or husband, followed by might be your guide. Even the reviewers won't read our thesis completely, right? But if we are traveling in the path of IP or patent, for sure, each and every claim is thoroughly analyzed by the examiners. There is no deviation in it. Whomsoever it may be, it should be completely assessed by the patent examiner, right? Even while slowly we are moving towards that, I will introduce you few terms like even the usage of article play much vital role in terms of drafting a patent, right? Slowly we are moving towards that. Today session is all about how the simple ideas, or we could say in this way, how our day-to-day life products are playing vital role, not alone as a product, also economical viability of those particular products. All the discussion which we are going to have today is as simple as that. We are going to have only about the simple products or the simple ideas which is not really required much difficulties in handling these innovations. We are going to discuss this kind of simple innovation, followed by how really the thinking ability of an individual can be developed to next stage, or the thinking ability can be boosted to the next level or not. This is the way we are going to walk through for the another 1 hour, right? So let us start with what is intellectual property, right? It contains two words. One is intellectual or intellect. Next one is property. What is the real meaning of these two terminologies? We are going to discuss from that stage. So the first term is intellect, right? In simple terms, intellect is the ability to use the brain or mind in a creative manner, as simple as that. And herein, I'll ask you one question. You don't want to answer it now, but you just think about it. How the this intellect can play a vital role in our day-to-day life. Just you think the answer for this question, that do we require our brain or mind to sleep for longer period, to eat, to run, or to jog, or anything? Just you think about it. Let me answer for this question at the later stage, right? The question is very simple. That is, for each and every activity, do we require any activity or input from the brain or not? Most of you would have guessed the answer, but I'll answer it in the later part. Okay, this is also the well-known fact that we have two hemispheres of the brain. One is right hemisphere, next one is left hemisphere of the brain, right? If the people are really good or dominative with the right brain, they are stated to be creative thinkers. In other way around, they sorry, unknowingly the mic got muted.
Sir. Oh, okay, sir.
Sorry about it. Okay, fine.
It's audible, sir.
Yeah, no issues. Okay, fine. So I'll again start from this point. We have two hemispheres of the brain. That is, one is the right hemisphere and next one is left hemisphere. This is known fact to each and every one of us, right? The core thing we need to understand here is, if the people are really dominative as a right hemisphere people, they are good at arts and humanities, or another way around, they state them as a creative thinkers. Next one, the left hemisphere dominative people are stated to be critical thinkers, or another way around, we can state them as they are good in science and math, right? For the question which I've asked earlier, for each and every activity, we require input from the brain. Even if you want to sleep for longer hours, we require our we require the input from the brain. That is the answer for that. Now here I will post you a next question, that if you want to be a real innovator or innovative thinking or like developing the novel product, which hemisphere of the brain should be dominative? This is the question I would like to ask here. Which hemisphere of the brain should be dominative to develop the innovative or novel product or any novel process? You just imagine the answer for this. Again, as I stated before, I will answer in the later slides. Okay, this is one of the famous saying. Most of you would have seen this. This is not the new one. Creative people don't see the things merely for what they are. They see them for what they can be. This is one of the very famous saying about creative thinking people. Next stages, we are going to assess about the property. What is the meaning for property? First, we have answered for the first terminology, that is intellect. Intellect is all about using the mind in a creative way. Next one, property. We have seen or known about all these properties. One is immovable property, another one is movable property, and third one is intellectual property. Deliberately, I left that intellectual property. Even I'll answer in another few minutes why I left that. Overall perception, movable property in that sense, we all is knowing that is a car, pen, furnitures, which has the tendency to shuttle one place to another place. Frequently, there is a movement between those objects or a property or a particular products, right? Also, we aware of what is immovable property. Immovable property in that sense, which won't be shuttle as such of the movable property. That also we know land buildings, but nowadays due to the technological growth, buildings are simply moving from one place to another. They are doing in a even moving the buildings, but we'll take as a common parameter that building also as a immovable property. Next one. Then what is the meaning of, or what is the term the property defines? It is some product or a process or something which has some value. Hope you all agree with this, because each and everything can be defined with some value. For example, car, we are paying few amount of money. For example, might be from 10,000 to 100 crore dollars, 100 crore rupees to buy a car. Similarly, pen from 5 rupees to even from 4 rupees to we can go up to 4 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Even some pens are there even for worth about crores. Similarly, furniture, dress, etc. Similarly, immovable property, land also has some value, right? Third one, deliberately, as I said, why I left intellectual property. Just think about it. Hope most of you can agree with this, because movable property, immovable property, we paid money and we are getting it. This intellectual property is come to each and every one of us without paying any additional money for that, right? Hope you all agree with this. So deliberately I left it because even like these properties, we cannot see the intellectual property as well. We cannot take out our brain and check how it is functioning, right? That is not practically feasible. This is the reason why I deliberately left it. But overall perception is as simple as that. It has the tendency or the capability to generate some value for it, right? So we have three properties. We are concluding with movable, immovable, and intellectual property. Hope I have answered for those two topics, that what is intellect and what is property. This is the definition given by WIPO for intellectual property. Who is this WIPO? WIPO is a World Intellectual Property Organization. At this juncture, I don't want to elaborate what is the functions of this WIPO in a single statement. I would like to highlight as this is the nodal body for the IP activities in the entire world, right? It acts as a nodal body, right? As of now, you just know what is the nodal body, that is WIPO. In detail, we will explain in the upcoming sessions. Now, you could see the definition as simple as that. Intellectual property shall include the rights relating to literary, artistic, and scientific works, performance of performing artist, phonograms, and broadcast, inventions in all the fields of human endeavors, scientific discoveries, industrial designs, trademarks, service marks, and commercial names and designations. These all are comprehensively term it as intellectual property. Okay, we have intellectual property. That is not actually the definition ends. It continues furthermore, stating that protection against the unfair competition. What is the real meaning for that? Unfair competition. As simple as that, people are having concern over their properties. Similarly, this property also have the identity. For example, if somebody is stealing your bike or car, will you allow? You won't, isn't it? But knowingly, unknowingly, we are allowing others to steal our intellectual property. That is the fate. We are not really knowing that our intellectual properties are getting stealed by others. So definition itself is purely highlighting the unfair competition, or they didn't use the word steal, but this unfair competition indirectly mean that, and all other rights resulting from intellectual activity in the industrial, scientific, literary, or artistic field. These are all comes under the intellectual property definition. Now we understood for each and every activity we need our human brain or input from our human brain, and we understood the definition what is intellect and what is property and what is the definition for intellectual property. Now we are slowly moving towards what is the nature of IP, how an intellectual property should be. That is the next thing which we are going to discuss. The first thing is intellectual property is considered to be intangible in nature. What is the meaning for intangible? You all know it is not destroy easily, right? Like other properties, movable or immovable properties. What is the real meaning for that? How does it works? That is our question herein, right? I'll give an example. I have my own house in Chennai, right? During flood, I am requesting the flood. I have only one house. Please don't enter into my house. Is it possible for me? It is not practically feasible. So these kind of things can be easily destroyable by the nature or by other parameters or other sources, right? So you can ask, then similarly intellectual property also can be destroyed. But think about it, if I am simply thrown into Sahara Desert without any source in my hand, right? Do you think if my brain is really active, can I make some arrangements to come out of that particular hindrance? Along with that, I can be in a position to develop some other products as well. Can you agree with that? Yes, I can do it, right? That is the way the intellectual property are stated to be intangible in nature. Can you understand this? Intangible in that sense, it I can even give two more examples for this. What really intangible mean here, and right? Intangible in other way around, we state it as, say for example, assume, let us take one example. If you have some idea, right? Similarly, some other person, like, okay, I'll give the famous personality idea itself. Let us assume Mr. Bill Gates. You all know who is he? World's richest person. How he attained that state, and what is the relationship between this intangible property? right? He has got only one idea, even when computers are not born, right? Before computers are really started occupying the space, he had one vision that my OS, that is, you all know, the operating system should be user friendly. Along with that, whatever the data they want in that particular computer, like MS Office, you all know, if you think about it, do we really working behind this MS Office and the Windows, that is Internet Explorer? In most of the situations, we are lying between these two. Only one simple idea. Think about it, how effective it is. Because of that particular one idea, he simply portrayed its idea in the form of an image in a paper. Before computer is really started occupying this world, his vision is that we all know he alone not developed the Microsoft. With so many people, there have been a part and parts of it. The core vision is very, very simple, that with his simple idea, with the resources he brought in, and he became the world's richest person. Now, think about it. What is its value, or what is the money he has generated? Is it more than the immovable and movable property what he possesses? Answer is obviously yes. Think about nation. Think about the US. A person who is having some $112 billion as a net worth, think about the income or the tax he is going to pay for this particular nation. With his one idea, right? He completely portrayed it. Now, can you think the value of the intellectual property? We cannot imagine how effective we are using. Only based on that, the money value can be decided, not like movable and immovable properties. It's in our hands, in our hands, in our hands. One second. I'm class எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன், webinar. Class எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன். ஆமா. ஐயோ, இப்ப கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன். லைவா ரெக்கார்ட் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. நான் அனுப்பிச்சுறேன், 5 மணிக்கு அனுப்பிச்சுறேன். கிளாஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. நான் அனுப்பிச்சுறேன், நான் பார்த்து அனுப்பிச்சுறேன். Sorry for that small interruption. So here in, so sorry for the trouble actually. So I got a requirement from the head of the department. Really sorry. So here in, the core identity behind this one is, we cannot imagine the value behind intellectual property, right? It is in our hands to make the money out of it. How effective we are going to use our brain to make money, that is the core identity of intellectual property, right? And what are all the other parameters we need to know? It is the exclusive right given to the individual. What is that exclusive right? How does it really works in the exclusive right? In that sense, say for example, you can decide, right, whom you can allow inside your home. Assume almost like 40 participants are here, 45 participants are here. How many of you allow me to your house for 5 days to stay in your home? Most of you won't allow me inside. Even though if you allowed me, you will send me out in another 5 minutes by giving some water, or even without that, right? Similar way, whatever the intellectual property that we are developing, that could be, that can be make very few to access it, or in, I put it in this way, you can decide whom should use your property. As simple as that, right? That we need to understand herein, right? And the third important parameter herein is, it has some limitations and exceptions. What are those two? The first limitation is time bound, right? Each and every IP has its own time bound. The next one is the time bound. For example, if it is a patent, it's valid for 20 years. For sure, we are going to discuss about the validity of each and every IP in the upcoming sessions. Now, just for the understanding, I'm stating patent is valid for 20 years tenure from the date of filing. As simple as that. Next one, it is a territorial rights. What is the meaning for territorial rights? Please be understand one point very clearly here. If you are filing a patent in India, it is valid only in India. Please understand this. You cannot or we cannot have the rights outside the Indian territory. Please be sure about it, right? This identity is valid only for particular regime or region or nation. If you have got patent grant in India, you are allowed to file a patent in other foreign countries as well. There is no restrictions about it. Very simple, right? And understand one more thing, there is no patent called international patent, right? Please be sure about these terminologies, or this is we term it as nature of the intellectual property, right? Please make sure of all these parameters because this plays the vital role. All we need to understand from the basics how intellectual property is very closely associated with us, right? So now herein we understood the basic terminologies, how idea can be uh, playing a role in converting into end product, process, or money. Therein we understood the terminologies. One is what is intellect, second one is what is property, and third one is what is the definition for that, and landed up with what is the nature of intellectual property. This is the holistic view that we have understood from this session so far. Now, my question is, if we have thinking ability, right? We all agree with that. If so, why can't all of us can generate IP? Question is as simple as that. Do you generate IP or do we all can generate IP? Few may answer yes, few may answer no, right? If some of you might be answer to this is no for them, if the answer is no, what actually we need to or what is the requirement? As simple as that, thinking ability alone will do, right? If so, most of you already started scolding me because we all thinking, all of us are really thinkers. Without thinking, none of the thing will work that we understood from the activities of the human brain, right? So then why all of us is not generating IP? What is the issue? Can you please understand this? If we all are thinkers, then why we all are not generating IP? What is the necessity or what is the requirement to that? Very simple answer is we need to understand the activity of or functionality of our human brain. Very simple. Again, you may scold me very well, I know, because sir, we all know that our right brain will controls left part of the human body, left brain will controls the right part of the human body. That is known fact to each and every one of us. Then what is there to understand in that? So in this way, you all might be scolding me. I understood that, but if you really understand the nuances behind it, our thinking ability, you all can generate IP. All of you are eager to know that. Yes, it's as simple as that. People, those who are right brain dominative, they are stated to be emotional, right? People, those who are left brain dominating, they term it as logical thinkers, right? So, my question I have asked previously to you all, what is that? My first question is, if you want to develop an innovation, which part of our brain should be dominative? I'm going to answer for that question. Most of you would have guessed. Few might have correct answer. Few may not have the correct answer. But the correct answer is this is the one. Both our right hemisphere and the left hemisphere should work in the synchronized or balanced manner. Very simple, right? There is no hard and fast rule 60-40, 40-30. If you are really creative thinker, that might not be sufficient enough. If you are a critical thinker, even that might not be sufficient enough. Now we need to understand one thing, right? Already my brain is working in the balanced manner. Then why we need to look in all these things, right? Herein I'll give one example. How do we make the sync between these two? That we're going to discuss in the upcoming slides. And I'll going to answer for one more question here itself. And also I'll give one basic examples. First, I'll give the identity that how do we make our brain work in a synchronized manner. There are so many ways to do. Most of you in school days would have experienced this. They ask you to hold the ears by cross hands and ask you to do the sit up. This is our own traditional method, but now it went to abroad and coming back to India in the form of what is that? Brain yoga. Now, in most of the international schools, they are using this particular terminology called brain yoga. It is the simple technique to make our brain works in a synchronized fashion. Very simple, nothing hard in it, right? In this way, if you are making your brain to work in a synchronized fashion, that will have the balanced output. If we are practicing some of the synchronizing technique, we are ready enough to invent the new products. Very simple, right? But this is not really a tough thing which we can adopt it in day-to-day life, because we all know if you are taking the New Year oath, we will follow only for 1 week, right? But in your day-to-day activities itself, you can see so many YouTube videos to have the synchronization between right and left brain, right? That you can see very well, right? With that parameters, if you really work on any of one technique in a day-to-day life, you can follow and you can make it work, right? If time permits, I'll also do one simple exercise to have this sync between right and left brain. You may ask the question now. Yes, if you really work in this way or make your brain work in a synchronized fashion, you are very well eligible to innovate new products. My next question is, if so, can you give some of the examples? Yes, I'll show you some of the examples. Can you all guess what it is? If I show this photograph in an offline mode, right, in a normal presentation, I'll get very many different answers. Some of them are, this guy is bald, he is wearing ring, he's having white beard, and he got idea because the bulb is going. Likewise, we'll get different answers for this. In overall perspective, can you guess really what it is?
This like a thinking, a critical thinking.
Okay, can you hear me now? Sorry
I
for
Yes,
the
think
yes.
disturb.
right.
The
I
participants
think
as
Hold on, sir.
please
Let me
mute
check.
your. Okay,
Okay, sir.
I'll
Sorry for
request all
this.
the participants, please mute your mic. For sure, we'll give a time for you for the Q&A. We will discuss. Please mute until the session is over. And also, please don't post anything in the chat as of now. For sure, we'll have time for that. Really sorry for the disturbance. Okay, so let me take you through this. Then, what kind of innovation is this? Whether this innovation plays a vital role in our day-to-day life. And I'll give one glimpse here in what are the product which I'm going to show it to you here in is all are the day-to-day life products and how it is really playing a vital role. This is the thing which we are going to look at it, and most of you would have guessed what product it is. Yes, this is the product. What is this? Sticky notes, or we can term it as post-it, right? Do you know the worth of this particular product or the story behind this product, how it is come to the market, or what is the Raja sir, நீங்களும் mute பண்ணிருங்க. Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. So herein we need to understand one thing very, very clearly, that this innovation, a small story I will highlight here. There is a company called 3M. Most of you would have know this company. They have very many different product variants, but the company strongly believes that innovation is a key for that particular company, right? Innovation is the key for the success or growth for that company. This is the thing which we need to understand very clearly. So it requests all the employees of that company to develop the innovative products in the normal working period itself, in spite of any production demand. What is the meaning for that? Within that 8-hour shift, everyone should work only for 7 hours. 1 hour they have to contribute on developing in novel product or novel process. That is the output or the policy of that company, right? This guy, Mr. Arthur Fry, he got an idea to stick everything together. For example, wood with paper, metal with wood, wood with metal, rubber with metal. Likewise, he wants to attach everything. As we see in some of the ads, we can stick anything to anything, anything to everything. That is the ad we generally look at it in TV. Likewise, his aim is also in the same way. He wants to stick everything together, right? So the identity here is he was working for 8 or 10 months. End of that, he developed the glue, but it is not even sticking the small components like paper, right? As per the company's policy, they never throw the product. Even if it is a failure product, they will keep it in the dump place, right? They kept it there in the dump room. They have so many other inventions, failure inventions. In our term, it is called as failure inventions, also placed in the same room with even some files, data, everything in a format, in a hard copy format, also placed in the same room, right? One day the people are keep accessing that room. One day unknowingly they broken this particular glue bottle. It's spilled all over the room. During that particular day, no one noticed, right? It kept unnoticed and they left the room. Next day or some few days later, they, during the next access of that particular room, they found that the glue bottle is broken. right? The glue bottle is spelt all over the room, including the paper files what they placed, right? To their surprise, while taking the files, while removing two papers, it was not tearing. It comes in a smoother way. Two papers can be simply taken, right? This is the origin of this particular innovation, sticky notes. Do you know the net worth of this particular product? It's almost $3 billion. Think about it. It's of $3 billion. And also, I'll put it one more key point here in this company's product is dominative. One of the dominant product is the sticky notes, as well as this is the cheapest and effective communicating device or communicating mode. You may surprise to this. We have so many ways of communicating, 5G, 6G, and we are using emails, mobile phones, chattings, etc., etc. Then how this sticky notes is playing a vital role and how it acts as a communicating device. Can anyone guess? Hope most of you would have guessed. If you are really want to address the unknown visitors, who is that? Say for example, I'm sitting in my place. If some unknown visitors are popping into my place, if I leave this sticky note stating that I'll be right back at particular time 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. or something like that, right? If I am stating this, even then person, if for example, if the visitors, I am giving some appointments to few, stating 4 to 4 o'clock, few people will be, for them I can send text or email. But the people suddenly they are popping into our room, we cannot have any control or answer for them. Think about it. What is the worth of this small sticky notes? It is very, very simple. So it is addressing the unknown visitors as well. So that is the reason why still this is occupying the widest space in the communication era or communication medium. So that is why it's worth still $3 billion because of addressing the unknown visitors. Can you guess what it is? Similarly, for this also in real time, I'll get so many answers. Lamp and
Bloodless.
yeah, very good. So, sir, don't mistake me. Just think about it. Please don't answer meanwhile because it troubles others. Sorry for that. Thank you so much. So he has answered exactly. That is bladeless fan. It's 100% right. So think about it. One failure invention in our perspective, that glue is earning $3 billion. Similarly, the fan is a product which we are using in day-to-day life, right? Can any one of us imagine without blade? And this is the person who imagined in such a way. Who is this? Sir James Dyson, a British industrial engineer and a founder of Dyson Company, right? Do you think the blade is not at all been here a part of this invention? No. Again, can you all see this particular region? In this region, he has fan. He is drawing the air from the bottom and he is delivering through this channel. You could see the small holes here. He uses a very small physics principle. Most of you would have aware that convergent, divergent nozzle, etc., etc. So with this small nozzle, he is accelerating the air with a higher speed, as simple as that. Drawing some air and accelerating with that. With this, he is achieving the effectiveness as we are getting in the fans with the blade. So even why I'm stating this one is, even this invention is not really the billion-dollar business to Sir James Dyson, right? He slowly moved towards developing the vacuum cleaners. That invention also not completely successful, but still his Dyson um, vacuum cleaners are costlier in the world. because he uses again the simple principle, so noise is very less in that. But this guy is now familiar to most of you because he invented ventilators for this COVID. Most of them can understood or knowing that he is the ventilator inventor. That is the first identity for this guy. He is not failure in these two invention, but it doesn't give the maximum success. But this ventilator is the one which brought him in the limelight. He delivered almost some 5,000 ventilators to the British government. Now he is manufacturing few more. Think about the ability of a person wherever the fluid comes. I'm not taking you through so much of technical parameters. Wherever the air comes, this guy popped in. Think about it. First invention is not so successful. Second invention is not so successful. But third one, he think about it. Wherever the air pops in, this guy automatically jumped into it. So that is what I will try to highlight to each and every one of you. Don't worry. Keep developing the ideas, even from the day-to-day life products. Okay, this next one, most of the people can understood. Here we have mixed audience, that is both men and women. This invention can be easily understood by the male participants. Can you all guess what it is? Yes, few of you would have guessed it. Yes, vegetable peeler. Just kidding, don't mistake. All the women participants, don't scold me. Just for kidding, I stated. So think about it. This invention is developed in the year 1938. Think about, look at the blade. This is the blade for that invention. Can you see this blade? All are almost look similar, maybe positioned in a vertical manner or horizontal manner. That's all, nothing more than that, right? With this handle, they have changed the ergonomics of it, right? So with this minor modifications in a day-to-day life also become the invention. Please don't neglect this. This is very small invention. I don't want to do it. Please don't do that. Even minor modification, and those minor modification adding value to that, that is the credibility of your product. Similarly, this one, you all know, hair muffler invented in the year 1877, right? This invention, we all know, now we are getting it for simple 10 rupees and maximum of 100 rupees. But this invention, while launching, someone can just guess it, don't need to answer. What might be the cost in Indian rupees? It is almost 1,000 rupees while launching. Don't worry, this doesn't have good market during that time, but now it has become the cheapest innovation and valuable innovation for each and every one of us, right? Even you could see some modifications occurred in this place. In that, you could see the sting kind of material. It may give some hard press to the back of the neck. Now it is modified. This is the lesson behind this invention. This might not give, all the inventions may not give good income at the starting stage. Please try to reinvent it. Reinvent. I would like to highlight only one example here. And I have filed a patent related to toothbrush, right? One particular variant of toothbrush. One US guy who developed 160 variants in that one particular variant itself. He has reinvented that particular invention into 160 formats. Think about it. So don't worry about the minor modification or major modification. Even smaller modification also be an innovation. Please register it. Don't worry whether it is a small idea or bigger idea. Please neglect that. This is the famous one you all know. Johnson & Johnson is the famous thing which we all know. But this is actually invented by Robert in the year 1998. This is the one we all aware of. That is Johnson & Johnson shown in the advertisement. These are all these very minor variants of this particular invention. Think about it, the stick is common in all the invention. This even this cotton is common in all the invention. But these are all are solving many industrial, or I can put it in this way, these variations are giving value addition in a clinical level or in clinics or wherever the ENT is using. With a minor variation they are doing it. Please register strongly. That's why I'm keep insisting, don't worry whether it is a small invention or big invention. Please think about it, you can do it. Can you see or guess, all these products are day-to-day life products. We are knowingly unknowingly coming across with all these products. Then why can't we generate IP? Why can't we develop patents? Okay, I'll give one more gist before I move to the next part. The gist is, can you guess any two identical days of your life? Two identical days. Even you can consider two Sundays, right? Do you think isn't both are completely identical from waking up, eating, and ending up the day? All are, can you guess, all these days are similar in our life. None can assure the identical days of your life. Maybe for at a particular juncture, for example, like sleeping for 8 hours might be the similar parameters. Sleeping for 12 hours or 15 hours might be similar. But rest of the thing might not be similar. Even you could very well know that sun rises and set every day, but the timing won't be the same. What is the moral behind this? As simple as that, we are knowingly unknowingly living with the changes. I put it in this way, each and every day is innovation for us. Each and every day is innovative day for us. So for innovating, we don't want to move out of our boundary. It is within us. We are living with the innovation. So please don't worry about it. Start innovating from this day itself. So you may ask this question, sir, each and everyone is stating that there is so many inventions, innovations, etc. People they have invented, etc., etc. But is there any way to achieve that? Or is there any way to boost that to reach that stage? There are n number of ways, but I have chosen some simple 10 techniques or 10 ways that are, again, I would like to state here, this is not my idea. This has been done as a survey in abroad with 1 lakh people. They came to this conclusion that way to increase the thinking ability, right? And also I'd like to emphasize this, for this you don't want to practice it separately, right? In your day-to-day life itself you can practice. That is the reason why I have chosen this method. Can we look at it? Let's go. The first one, keep your desk a little messy. I can hear your sound. Most of you are started scolding me. If you keep this table, we ourselves will get annoyed. Then how can we look at our table? Yes, you are right. Keep your desk a little messy is one of the creative thinking booster. Can you guess how it is? I'll give an example as well. With this, I can give some of the stories behind the output as well, right? So what are all those things? The first foremost thing is, generally assume my head of the department is asking one paper or one document from my table. Do you think I can retrieve back in this short time? It is very, very hard. What is the retrieval time? Generally, you know, most of you would are aware of that. It is only less than 3 seconds, right? But with this messy atmosphere, is it possible for me to retrieve in 3 seconds? It is very, very hard, right? I'll give you all know the famous cricketer, Mr. MS Dhoni, right? The wicket keeper's task is to hit the stick at the shortest time period. That is the core identity of each and every wicket keeper, right? So with that, how come he is reaching that in a much faster way? How he is obtaining at the faster way, right? That is the core identity of that particular person, right? You all could see the reaction time of that particular person is around 0.36 seconds. Other wicket keepers are reacting in the same way, that is around 0.45 or 0.5 seconds. How he is so quick and what he is doing? You could see while hitting the stick, or even you could see in some of the cases, he hit the wickets even the batsman wouldn't have guessed, right? Likewise, if you have the calm and composed thinking at a particular time period, similarly, think about it. My head of the department is asking a document from my table. I'm decided to take out the document. Meanwhile, I'm slowly taking or looking for the document, as well as I'm critically thinking that okay, I might be placed here or there. I'm keep working in a calm and composed manner. I put it in this way. I'm working with both right and left brain. If you are doing that, you can retrieve the document even in the messy atmosphere within 3 seconds. That is the idea of having the keeping your table little messy. Please don't keep and don't scold me. Even in colleges nowadays, we are using 5s, 6s, etc. Right? Don't complain me about that. Next critical parameter is work at the coffee shop. How many of you agree with this? Can anyone work at the coffee shop? It is very, very hard because the atmosphere is completely messy. In spite of all those noise, if we are really focusing on some work and doing it, that increases your thinking ability. That is the second technique. Third one is drink up. Don't mistake me, this is not the normal thing. Drink up here, it means is okay, I'll give one example so that you can easily understand. As during my introduction, I got an opportunity to have my Master of Science in Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. None of my professors, or I can say most of my professors, come with a coffee cup in the hand. While handling this session seriously, they will have a small sip. Understand here, there is a small sip. They are deviating from the core job and deviating to the coffee for a very minor time period. Again, they are going back to the normal working period, right? If they are doing it, right? Understand the word here clearly, small deviation, not like our Indian methodology, drinking the entire cup of coffee or giving a break for 10 minutes or 15 minutes to eat our all the foodstuffs, then going back. That is not really increase our thinking ability. Only for the small deviation or small nap or not a nap, small switchover between the core job and this particular job for a very shorter time period increases your thinking ability. Yes, this is one of the core thing which we need to understand. Most of you might be professor or few may be from industries also, but think about it. How many of us are really laughing at or really smiling at other people or other department people? It is one of the $1 billion question for us. And you may ask this question to yourself, who is your closest friend? Knowingly, unknowingly, your closest friend might be the person who sits next to you in school or college, because we people are not even ready to cross the table boundary. If we smile at others, they may take 1 crore rupees from us. We are so introvert. I didn't mean this is wrong, right? We are brought up in this manner, but it is not really wrong if we really mix with other gang. I'll give one of my real-time example itself. I got an opportunity to move and been there in Australia, Sydney for around 1 year. Therein my job is to develop or act as a assistant production supervisor. There we have different personalities being a part of my team, almost 12 people. I need to make them work for me, or I have to supervise their jobs. Think about it, they are of different nationality. Person like me from India, like almost like introvert, want to get a job done from them. To my saddest part, a person from Africa, that is Lebanese guy, who generally of average height of 7 feet, right? The people in India, like how we are eating chicken leg, similar way they eat lamb leg, that is goat leg, right? How can I make them work for me, right? If I don't have any choice, I need to fall on his feet to make work for me. So why I'm stating all this thing is, if we are really mixing with other culture or other people, our thinking ability will go higher. But here in India, if you reveal some idea, they convert or make it as their own idea. I didn't mean in the negative sense. Here, the discussion is not about sharing the ideas or intellectual things, but if we are like throwing some few ideas to others, they may flow some light on it, right? That increases our thinking ability. Like you all know, teamwork always wins. So that is the real meaning behind it. Again, this is also a familiar thing for us. Most of us might be wearing a colored ring in our hands. We have strong belief that colors bring prosperity to our life. Even this has been proven in the research outcome, stating that this kind of coloring in blue increases the ability of thinking in a better way. That is, you could see the contrast color difference. Always there is a wave flowing between ground to wall. So people who are hanging on top, they feel the better thinking ability. Next one, reading at the dim light. We all know simultaneously in WhatsApp we are chatting with 10 people. If you get a remote in your hand, we never hang in a same channel for 5 minutes. We keep moving around, right? So think about it, look at the image clearly. Even this adjacent page is not so visible for us. What is the meaning? Our focus will be concentrated on this particular part, but this is not advisable for longer time period. If you have some preparing for some interviews for a shorter time period, you can prefer this. Long period for sure, they will scold you like anything. Even parents would have scolded you, ask them to read in a bright light. So this is next one. Assume we are all playing cricket, going back to home, and is it possible for us to read at that particular time? Generally, it is hard, but we all know while playing our brain is very active. Comparatively, our brain is so active. If we are reading or concentrating on some works, that increases our thinking ability. Most of us face this one during our exam period, because most of us would have read or read before the examination, that is one night before that. Even if we are tired, we always focuses on that, because that decides our mark. What is the meaning for budgeting it in? This is not budgeting about money. You could see that person is looking at his watch, right? What is the meaning for that? For example, you know very well, a person is seeking for a water, right? In a crucial period, if you delay for 5 minutes or even 2 minutes, we may lost the particular person. So we need to have fixed time period for the task. With that, we find it is a crucial thing which we need to work on. You all know the famous personality. I'll give only the output of the personality. You can guess who is that. He always thinks that this is the last day of his life, but he passed away at a faster, I mean in the young age, but he always have this idea, okay, assume this is my last day of life, I need to give the better output. In this way, he was keep working and he achieved some better output as well. Think who is that? Most of you would have know who is that, or else I'll answer later. Next thing, stepping into new surroundings. Assume you all know the lyric writers always find a new place to write their lyrics. Same person. Why they can't do it in the same place? As we all know, the atmospheric condition adds more and more value. Stepping into new surrounding always adding more value, or we can think in a better way to have. The last thing is we need to change our routine. Here also I like to give one example. What is that? Generally, if a person is working for a company for 2 or 3 years and he is traveling from the same house for 2 or 3 years, he completely aware only stepping into his bike or vehicle, switching on the key, that's it. After that he would have forgot everything, how the college has been reached or office has been reached, right? Because he adapted to the routine. If you ask that person, he can clearly state that how many times the road has been laid during that particular time period, 2 years, and how many days that rain has come during that period. Likewise, he'll give all the data wherever the speed breaker is there, where there is a turn. He'll give everything in a much clear way, right? So please avoid the routine. Please change it at least once in a while, weekly once or monthly once. You please change it because that increases your thinking ability, right? As we all know, we cannot late for office and also we cannot go late for the